We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Derek Blakeney Smith. File number is 20-028350D. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph. Sorry.
Boyle, appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Ying on behalf of Mr. Derek Blakeney Smith. We consent to having this hearing via Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Blakeney Smith, you can hear us clearly, sir? Okay, we muted you, but it looks like you mouthed yes, ma'am. Today was the date that was set for sentencing. I do have here a pre-sentence report and a recommendation from probation. Did you get a copy of that, Mr. Yang?
Yes, Your Honor. I did review that, and my client has reviewed that as well.
Okay. Any reason to make updates, corrections, or deletions?
No additions, corrections, or deletions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can proceed with allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, I would ask that you assess Mr. Blakeney Smith minimal fines and costs. He is currently on probation, on felony probation with the 30th Circuit Court. I do understand that probation is the recommendation here. I just feel like having probation in two different areas might become an issue, and the felony probation does have intensive outpatient treatment as part of that. So I would ask that basically the 54A that you sentence him to a term probation and just mirror 30th, as opposed to additional things that are required through the 54A probation department. Also, again, I would just ask that you waive as many of the fines and costs as possible, as I do believe he is indigent. He is basically a home caretaker, taking care of his children. Thank you, Your Honor.
When was he sentenced to probation?
Your Honor, he was sentenced to probation, and he doesn't end until April of 2023. So I believe it was April. I can get the exact date of that court hearing.
Okay, it doesn't end to April 23. What are the terms?
It's 12 months. 12 months of probation. I can pull the PSI here quickly here. I apologize. I had it up, but then I closed it. Sentencing was on 4/27 of 2022. It was a CCW charge. And so 18 months of probation, GD program, cognitive therapy program. Let's see what else. Find and maintain employment or an alternative program as approved by the agent. So it looks like general probation terms, but he is in a program with Crystal Ray right now as well, an intensive outpatient program.
I recognize that. Was that ordered by the court?
Derek, did your agent have you do the IOP at Crystal Ray, or is that something you did on your own? Oh, you got to,
please.
You'll have to unmute yourself.
He told me I had to go.
Okay.
Okay, I need to see an order. I need to see an order from the court ordering him to do treatment. I'm not going to waive fines and costs and any treatment and any repercussion for the actions. He pled guilty to 2 counts here of substance abuse, one being a Schedule 1, one being an OWI. And so to come before the court and just say, well, he's on probation, I'm not clear on all the terms there, but waive his fines and costs and don't put him on probation. It sounds like a get out of jail free card. If you can provide me with an order of the court that ordered him to go through substance abuse treatment, then I will adopt that order as it relates to sentencing on this file, but I'm not going to grant your request at this time. I'll reset the sentencing. be 1 week, because he only needs to provide the evidence of the order from the court.
June 13th.
Have you set it for June 13th at 8:30? Does that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor, that works. That should give me enough time to contact probation and get the signed order.
Okay, wonderful. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you. Thank you. We'll see you next week, Mr. Blakeney Smith at 2:30 at June 18th.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, I must have the wrong date. June 18th. June 13th. Sorry.
Was that at 2:30 in the afternoon? Or
Correct, June 13th at 8:30. At 8:30.
8:30? Okay, that's what I heard. I just want to make sure. All right. Thank you.
13th. Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, Mr. Blackman. Morning, Mr. Blackman. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh, are you ready to proceed on your matter?
thank you, Your Honor.
You are ready to proceed?
Yes, we are ready, Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Elizabeth Crampton, file number 21-03502. Council appearance, please.
Your Honor, Fred Blackman, on behalf of Ms. Crampton, we don't object to Zoom. She's also on Zoom, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Crampton, can you hear me? Okay, you're muted, but it appears that you mouthed yes. Today's the date that's set for sentencing. I have here a pre-sentence report and recommendation from probation. Did you get a copy of that, Mr. Blackman?
Yes, I've gone over the report with my client's daughter, and there are no corrections or additions in the report, Your Honor. We believe it's factually correct.
Okay, you can proceed with any allocution if there's no need to make changes, updates, corrections, or deletions.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay, you can proceed. Any allocution?
Oh, thank you, Judge. I sometimes I have difficulty hearing on my thing for you.
Okay.
Judge, when I've gone over the report and I've talked with my client as well as his daughter in regards to this particular report, I agree with what they want is maybe an updated substance abuse assessment and whatever recommendations that they have in there that my client complete them, because the first assessment that was done probably didn't meet all the requirements of what the court would want, taking a look at a person that's been arrested for an alcohol-related driving offense. So I'm asking the court if the court would consider adopting the recommendations with an addition that she undergo a substance abuse assessment either with the court or set one up and have her follow those recommendations, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I've had an opportunity to review her criminal history as well as the pre-sentence report and recommendation. I would agree with the assessment, or I should say the recommendation for her to undergo another assessment while completing a 6-month term of probation. The concern is that the probation department believes she was overly defensive, and they were not able to properly report any concerns that may be lingering as it relates to substance abuse. But this is a second, I think, offense on her driving record for alcohol-related offenses. And so with that, I will grant the request to adopt the report. I will order Ms. Crampton to undergo a new assessment through the probation department whilst serving a term of 6 months on probation. Okay. While on probation, Ms. Crampton, you're not to possess, use, or purchase alcohol, marijuana, or a controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription. You're going to be required to submit to random PBTs and or your analysis, and you're responsible for the cost of that, okay, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, you're not to purchase or possess firearm or ammunition during probation. Going to order that you complete alcohol education and participate in any other treatment as recommended by probation. You're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior while on probation. Do you have any
okay,
questions about the probation terms, ma'am?
no,
Okay. As to fines and costs, you owe $384.95 to the Lansing Police Department for OWI cost recovery for responding to this OWI. There's a $75 crime victim rights fee that must be assessed plus a $50 state minimum cost. A probation at the amount of 6 months is going to be $180. I'm going to waive discretionary fines and costs at this time. Your total is going to be $689.95, and you'll be able to make monthly payments on that, okay?
yes, but where to?
When the probation department is going to contact you, they'll go over more information about this order. You're gonna be making those payments here at the court, okay?
Okay,
And they'll explain to you how much you should be paying to remain in compliance with the order, and then where you'll go for your PBTs and your analysis and all that other information, okay, ma'am?
okay, the probation office will contact me.
They will contact you to go over this order
Okay.
either today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay,
Okay, do you have any other questions?
no, is my license suspended or is it still good?
Your license wasn't suspended as a result of this from the court, at least. I don't know what's going on with your license other than that. What I have
Okay.
here is I do have a copy of your driving record that was printed back in April. And it did not appear to have a suspension for this purpose. Let's see. Okay, it does, you do have a violation on it, so you need to talk to Mr. Blackman. Your license may be suspended. Okay?
Okay,
But I still don't see that that's from here. It looks like you had is this the date of this offense from September 2021?
yes,
Okay, yeah, it looks like you do have a suspension from the Secretary of State on your driving history. Do you have any other questions, ma'am?
no,
Okay, I have an advice of rights here for probation. It says you have been sentenced to a term of probation in the 54A District Court. The probation conditions have been individually tailored and are specific to address your assessed risks and needs. Except for domestic violence, criminal sex crime, and stalking offenses, or an offense where the defense of guilty but mentally ill was asserted, you may be eligible for early discharge from probation. You have the following rights. You have the right to request a early discharge from probation once you have completed half the original term ordered by the judge. You may request early discharge from probation after meeting the following conditions. A, you have completed all required probation programming and you have not violated probation in the last 3 months. If a hearing is scheduled, you have the right to retain an attorney to represent you for that hearing, but you do not have the right to court-appointed counsel for a hearing if it's scheduled for your request for early discharge. Lastly, you may make your request for early discharge by completing a notice regarding eligibility for early discharge from probation. That's also called the MC 512 form. And that form is located on the court's website, okay?
Okay,
Do you have any questions about that, ma'am?
no, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set for now, Ms. Crampton, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where's the file for the? Stephen Porter.
please. What's up, Chef? Still got it, 26, still got the cat. Extra shit, all you doing to me and getting out, right? My friends, all I care about. That all you want to do. Home for bed, for lunch. Man. My lawyer, now, one more time, bro. My lawyer don't say anything good. He fired. Stop playing with this man. Barber supposed to come in today, too, bro. Where the barber at? I talk to myself. I got a problem with that, bro. I talk to myself, man. Yeah, I'm weird like that, bro. I wish I could talk to somebody else, but I'm talking about this shit. Come on. And we avoid court, can I say no?
Hell no.
Man, I'm finished. Yeah, motherfucker judge be like, yup, sentencing. That nigga not show up. Like in the one corner, we like, finish him, whereas gonna be like, sentencing. Yeah, tired. On that, I've been up all night for breakfast. Lord God, please cover me, take me in darkness. Light, that name of God, name, Spirit, Holy Spirit, amen. marshmallow, red marshmallow, tomorrow. I got for tomorrow. When my eyes open, before my eyes open up. I
Okay.
Hi, who's on the Galaxy S20 FE?
Craig Pierce.
Client. Okay, did you tell Miss Bonnie? Gail?
Your Honor, the beginning of that cutoff.
Gail?
I believe it's Mr. Yates is in the jail, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Yates needs to tell me his name.
Michael Yates.
Michael Yates, did you hear me talking?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Does he have an attorney? I don't have anything on as an attorney.
I was appointed, Your Honor. I'll make sure that my appearances are with the court.
Did you need to speak to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can we get on the record in the Rose?
Absolutely. Well, the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Rebecca LaRose, file number 20L2545631, counsel appearance.
Amanda O'Boyle, appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Rebecca LaRose, who was present in the courtroom 2 minutes.
Thank you. Today's the date that was set for a jury trial. My understanding is that there is no offer and we will be proceeding to trial on this, correct?
That is my understanding, Your Honor. However, I wanted to go ahead and get on the record. We've been told that, of course, as the court's aware, the officer has not yet appeared this morning. We've been told that he was in the elevator a number of minutes ago, but full disclosure to the court, I stepped out in the hallway and was looking around. There's no sign of any officer.
Okay, is your officer here? He needs to come into the court.
I communicated with him. I did speak with him on the phone. He told me he was in the phone and was on his way up. That was what he relayed to me, and that is what I relayed to
Your Honor, this matter was set at 8:15. Ms. LaRose has been here since 8:15. It is now slightly past 9 o'clock. I don't know why the city didn't have its witness appear at the scheduled time. This is not a final pretrial where officer appearances are waived.
Two witnesses here. Officer, what's your name?
Officer Davis?
Officer Davis, were you told to be here at 8:15?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what time did you get here?
It's 9 a.m.
Okay, you know we have to call on a jury at 9 a.m.?
I was not aware. I discussed with the city attorney prior that be a little bit late.
Okay, we can't call on juries unless we know our witnesses are here. Because anything could happen. And then we have a jury that costs the city money that's here if you don't make it here. But you're here, the jury's been called in, we're told you were in the elevator. Any additional matters?
No, Your Honor, not at this time.
Thank you. We'll reconvene on this matter once the jury has arrived.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's my understanding Mr. Venker was going to be handling my docket while the jury trial was getting prepared to proceed.
Well, if I can get as many of you handle at the same time, that would be great, because I gotta go do the jury instructions. So I would not prefer that you leave while he does it if you have more than one person on here. I would prefer you both probably double team, so we can get this docket cleared.
That I can do, if you don't mind. It'd be easier to do that from my office now.
Virtually, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
No problem. Mr. Venker, I think there is a code matter here.
Present.
Is that correct? Or did I make that up?
What? No, I'm here for Ms. O'Boyle, or to assist,
Okay,
however.
sounds good. Okay, Mr. Blackman, I see you've had Mr. Pierre log in. Are you ready to proceed on his matter?
I am, Your Honor. Oh, yeah, I am.
Let's see. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Craig Pierre, file number is 21-03179 OD, council appearance.
City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Benker.
Your Honor, Fred Blackman on behalf of Mr. Pierre.
Today's the date that was set for a pretrial. This matter was reset because we were waiting for an assessment or report regarding an assessment. Did you receive that, Mr. Blackman?
Yes, Your Honor, we did complete an assessment. We did send it to the city. As a result of that, there was an offer extended to us. The offer was plead straight up to the high BAC and the leaving the scene of a property damage accident and dismissing the driving under the influence of controlled substances. I have talked with my client about that, and we have rejected that and would ask the matter be set for trial.
Okay, and it was plead to the high BAC and dismiss the remaining, is that accurate?
Plead to high BAC and plead to failure to stop property damage accident, dismiss the operate controlled substance.
Yes, okay, the offer is being rejected, and we will set this matter for trial. June 27th at 8:15.
What time, I mean, what date, Your Honor?
June 27th, does that work for you?
It doesn't, Your Honor. I'll be just coming back that day from vacation.
Okay. I'm sorry? It's gonna be July 11th at 8:15. July 11th at 8:15.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, both the defense and any witnesses, as well as the city attorney and all their witnesses, need to be in the building by 8:15.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll call the case by 8:30. I don't
Okay,
have all the if I don't have the witnesses, then we're not calling in a jury.
okay, Judge. Judge, may I address just one other issue if I could?
You may, absolutely.
Thank you, Judge. My client, as part of his initial bond in this matter, was allowed to go back and finish a job that he had in New Hampshire, so he could leave the state. He has informed me that based upon his employment right over the border in Canada, they're asking him to come to work to do a couple jobs there. Now, we don't have the specifics, the dates, the times and the locations. What we're asking the court is if we provide the court with that, if the court would take a look at that on whether or not to allow him to leave to do that, as long as it doesn't interrupt any court proceedings.
Okay, is the city going to opine on that?
I think we're fine with that. I would caution everyone involved that I know Canada has incredibly strict rules regarding the entry of persons who have even been charged with operating while intoxicated offenses. So, heads
Yeah,
up.
we'll look. I appreciate that, Greg. And yeah, we're looking into that too, to make sure.
Yeah, but obviously, I mean, so provided the terms that Mr. Blackman outlined, where they would demonstrate that to the court before any kind of authorization was made, the city is not going to object.
Okay, well, I guess I need to wait to see what information you can provide me at this point, because it sounds like it's not meaningful if he can't even go pending any restrictions for Canada. You said it's for work, it's work related?
Yes.
Okay, if you can provide some evidence of that to the court. Typically, if it was for him to go, I guess, to another state for work, probably would have a little less angst about it, but you're talking leaving the country.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need some documentation.
Okay, Judge, we'll provide the information if we can do that, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. Sounds good. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the city, thank you.
Nothing, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set for today, Mr. Pierre.
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Porter, do you have an attorney?
Yes, Sarah Donnelly. She's in a conference call.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Well, Ms. O'Boyle, I thought that Mr. Porter did not have counsel, and I was gonna have him place in the room with you while Mr. Brinker handles the other, but it sounds like that's not needed. So you're free to go.
I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Porter
Oh,
does
I thought
have-
he was represented
Yeah,
by
I
Ms.
thought Mr.
Donnelly.
Porter
Yeah.
did not have an attorney, because I don't have anything on my docket stating he had an attorney. But he does, so I can't put him in the private meeting with you. So Mr. Vinker should be able to handle the remaining matters.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And then Mr. Cortez,
Morning, Your Honor.
good morning, how are you?
Good, thank you. You too, I hope.
Are you?
Yeah,
I'm doing pretty well. I'm assuming your client's gonna log in separately?
Yes, I was hoping I could talk to Mr. Venker real quickly first before we go forward.
Okay, well, we're gonna handle some other matters. I don't see your client on yet, though, and he was supposed to be here at 15 minutes ago.
Okay. I will contact him again. I don't know what the delay is.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Ms. Donnelly, are you ready to proceed on your matter with Mr. Yates?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm also ready for with Stephen Porter.
You're ready with Mr. Porter as well?
Yes.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Stephen Porter, file number 21-02811, council appearance.
Good morning. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Benker.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Stephen Porter, who is appearing separately by Zoom.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for pre-trial when driving my license is suspended. Was there an offer extended on this?
You're not aware of any offer. It's my understanding that if there could be an offer if Mr. Porter were to get a valid license. Right now, his license is suspended by a ticket here in 54A. So we would be asking for an amount and getting a date, a request for time to pay that off, and then hopefully we'll have an offer.
Are you looking for 30 days?
No, Your Honor, actually, if Mr. Porter, he does work, he works at Applebee's on South Cedar, but he's paying rent, utilities, and obviously the rising cost of like gas and stuff like that. He would be requesting a 60 days to pay it off. I think it totals $306.
The concern I have about 60 days is Mr. Porter forgets to come to court a lot. I'm gonna set it for 30 days for he can give us an update.
All right, Your
And
Honor,
if
thank you.
it's another 30 days, we'll do it then. July 11th at what time? 9:30. At 9:30 will be the next court date. Do you have any questions today, Mr. Porter?
You said July 11th?
July 11th at 9:30.
Okay. So am I able to start the payment process or should I wait?
No, you should contact the court.
Okay, all right. Sounds
You
good.
said it's suspended out of this court?
Yes.
Can you currently suspended for?
I have the case number, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, 21L2683601. OI.
Okay, so I see it's up for a failure to appear on a no insurance, still $306. However, if you make payment on the actual ticket, I will waive the driver's license reinstatement fee of $25. I'll waive the late penalty of $51 and the SOS fee of $20. Okay, so we'll see where your progress is looking like in 30 days. Then I'll order the remaining of, I think that's about
Okay.
$96 to be waived, okay?
Will there be more information mailed to me?
About what? The
Uh,
court date will be mailed.
Okay, yeah.
What additional information are you looking for, sir?
That's all.
Okay, as it relates to this ticket that you still owe money for, your attorney has the file number and you can make payments on that either in person or you can come up and make payments. I mean, you can make it on the website or you can make it in person at the court.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, do you have any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, you're all set for now. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing. This is Michael Yates, file number 20-02880. Council appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Venker.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Michael Yates Jr., who is appearing from Ingham County Jail by the through Zoom.
Thank you. Today was the date that was set for pretrial on a no valid ops. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Yates has to apply for a license. He's never had one. He would like that opportunity, though. He believes that he can make efforts to obtain a license. So for those purposes, we would be requesting an adjournment so that at least this one time to see if he can apply and get a license.
What is he being held on?
Currently, he's being held on a East Lansing retail fraud warrant, or it's not a warrant, it's a bond that he can't post. Hopefully, there might be some global resolution on that. That in his other cases, he will be appearing before Your Honor tomorrow on a couple of cases with me. But as soon as those are cleared up, as soon as that's cleared up, he will have warrants in Eaton and Clinton, again for retail frauds. But he expects that he does expect that he can be given up. He will have the opportunity to be released and have a chance to apply.
So we don't know what time he's getting out of custody?
Your Honor, no, at this time, he's, like you said, he's being held on a bond that he can't post. So until that bond is removed or amended, he will be held in Ingham County Jail for the East Lansing retail fraud.
Okay, so how is he gonna apply for a license?
Mr. Yates, do you know what your plan is?
Yeah, upon release, I'll be able to get out and get my license. I got court this week. I should be out sometime soon.
Okay. I'm gonna set this out for 2 weeks so I can get a status on what got going on the other cases. And the reason I'm not gonna set this out any further than that is because I have three bench warrants on this particular file already for failure to appear. So Mr. Yates struggles with keeping track of his court dates. And I don't want him to forget about this one when he gets out. So we'll do 2 weeks for now, okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
It would have to be the 27th. June 27th. that was fine. June 27th at 10 o'clock in the morning. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the city, thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you on June 27th, sir.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
I'm good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, who's on the LG Q7 Plus? They haven't started their audio. Okay, Mr. Cortez, you need to speak with the city attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll put you and Mr. Venker in a private meeting room.
Thank you.
Rose. Oh God, this other guy. think I tried to charge him an attempted.
Hey, Greg,
Yeah,
this is James Keithley here. So we've got a Kevin Lamont Price in the room here. It looks like he's got a couple of cases here. According to my system, one of them is a DWLS and the other one is allowing suspended person to drive. I am looking at a currently issued and valid Michigan driver's license for Mr. Price. Does the city have an offer in these matters?
hang on. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna run up and put eyes on that license. Is that okay?
Sure, I'd happily take a picture of it and email it to you.
I can literally run up the stairs and be there in probably less time.
Sounds good.
Be right back.
Mr. Cortez,
Yes,
were you able to have a meeting with Mr. Banker, sir?
I was.
Okay, and how are we gonna proceed? I don't know if this is your client or not. This individual has yet to start their audio. They've been on for several minutes.
Yeah, the one on the LG.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know who that is.
Yeah, I believe that is mine. After talking with Mr. Venker, we'd like to get a 30-day adjournment. My client is close to getting his full license, and then we'd have a resolution after that.
Okay, just a moment. Cortez.
Yes,
For those two matters, it's gonna be July 11th at 10 a.m. and that is gonna be via Zoom, same way you logged in today.
okay, July 11, 10 a.m.
Yes, sir. And then
Okay.
you'll get a notice to appear through the mail.
Thank-
as well.
Thank you. I will let my client know.
Outstanding. Again, we don't know who this is, but if it is them, I'm just gonna remove them from our Zoom.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Mr. Banker,
Yes.
is it accurate that there's, oh, just a second.
Oh, I think he's in.
Here's a valid license, Mr. Banker.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Kevin Price.
Okay, we're on the record in the matters of the city of Lansing versus Kevin Lamont Price. That's two files, file numbers 22-00238 and 22-00765. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Benker.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Kevin Price, who's appearing in person.
Okay, very good. And today was the date that was set for pre-trials on both matters for driving while license is suspended. My offer is that, my understanding is that there was an offer to one count of impeding traffic. Is that correct?
The offer was to amend, there's two DWLSs. The offer was to amend each to impeding traffic for 2 counts of impeding traffic total.
Do you want to accept those offers today?
Yes.
Okay, the fine is $125 when you make payment on each.
Probably later this week.
Okay, the full 250.
Probably,
When are you gonna pay the other half? Okay, so you'll have both of them paid within the next 2 weeks. You can either make a payment at the window by coming up to the court in person, or you can make payment online, okay, sir?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, you're all set. I'm assuming that's, Mr. Brazier trying to log back in. but-
Yeah, Mr. Cortez said.
Good morning, Mr. Zaney.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm well, how about yourself?
I am living the dream on a Monday.
As you should be.
Amen.
You're here with Ms. Drainville?
Yep. She's present to my right.
Okay, very good. I see there's John Jones,
Yeah.
speak his client.
Yes, Your Honor, and I am going to need to speak to him in a breakout room.
Okay, just a moment. Can you put the new date on that file? Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Patrice Marie Drainville, file number 18-054800OD. Council appearance, please.
Good morning. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Venker.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Zani, on behalf of Ms. Drainville. She's present to my right, appearing via Zoom with consent.
Okay, today was the date that was set for hearing on the application to set aside conviction that was filed. I do have here in the file a objection from the Attorney General's office. Mr. Venker, is your office, or did your office file any response to the application?
No. I'm looking at this though, and I see that I don't know that 5 years have passed since the time of conviction, which may be the basis.
I don't believe that's an actionable objection. I don't think what they've submitted to the court was notice that if this was involved, and we have to take, just for the record's sake, to confirm this was not done while she had a commercial operation of a vehicle or commercial license endorsement, and that there was no serious injury or death resulting from the reckless driving because it's a traffic offense. This is actually a 3-year waiting period because it's a non-serious misdemeanor. It's just a general misdemeanor. So therefore, I think what we need to do is swear her in, allow me to elicit those questions regarding the AG, and then that the AG brought to our attention. And then as indicated in their last paragraph, if the court believes that her behavior post-conviction warrants setting aside, it may do so.
Yeah, just to clarify, I'm not.
Mr. Venker, you were going to respond?
I was, thank you.
And Mr. Venker is here from the city, just so we're clear. He's not here from the AG's office.
I know, it's beer game. It's really good today, Your Honor. I was just paying quite the attention to that. It was.
City has no objection, but I'm looking at the application to set aside, and on the form, box 2B is checked, which is the 5-year serious misdemeanor. It should be 2D, and that's what I was just calling out. So, and I know that SCAO can be sticklers for these things. So, anyway, no objection from the city.
Okay, thank you. And as indicated by you, Mr. Zaney, the report from the Attorney General's office says that the conviction of reckless driving might be ineligible based on the terms that you stated on the record. So you want to call your client, or you want me to show your client in so she can elicit some testimony?
Yes, Your Honor, would the court accept an oral motion?
I will.
Just, I want to amend it to do 2D. Mr. Banker is absolutely right, and I was hoping to clarify that on the record today.
I'll grant your motion to amend it to 2D.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then, Ms. Strainville, if you can raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? I couldn't hear you. Can you say it again?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Zaney, you can proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Ainville, on or about October 22, 2018, were you convicted of reckless driving?
Yes.
And regarding that conviction, did that conviction involve, at that time, did you have a commercial endorsement or commercial driver's license?
No, I did not.
Were you engaged in any type of commercial operation of a motor vehicle at that time?
No.
And as a result of that conviction, the facts and circumstances surrounding that conviction, was anybody injured or was there any death that resulted from that violation of law?
No, there was not.
All right. Now, you would agree with me, 3 years have passed since that conviction?
Yes.
All right. Have you ever been convicted of any additional offenses?
No, I have not.
Have you ever filed or previously filed an application to have this conviction set aside
No,
or any other conviction?
no,
Have you ever had a conviction deferred or dismissed?
no,
Do you have any criminal charges pending against you?
no, I do not.
And since this conviction, tell me about what's going on in your life, how things have changed.
I've been working full-time and I run different restaurants and commercial and residential properties in an elevator company.
Have you graduated law school?
Yes, I graduated law school.
Are you actively practicing or you just have that degree?
No, I just have my degree.
Are you involved in the community at all?
Yes, in the community of Williamston.
And that's what your hometown?
Yes.
No additional questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Vinker. Did you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, and this court is satisfied with the facts that was submitted, that this charge would be one that would be eligible for the conviction to be set aside, having passed 3 years. I also see that submitted with your application was some other supportive documentation, including highway safety certification, as well as a Michigan Mothers Against Drunk Driving receipt and proof of attendance. And so based on that information, as well the information that you provided through your statement elicited by your counsel, the court believes that granting the application is within the interest of the public welfare. And so I will grant your request at this time.
Thank you.
Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the city, thank you.
None from us, Your Honor. Thank you for your time and consideration today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You as well. Take care, Mr. Banker.
Too bad.
Okay, Mr. Trizier?
Yes.
Okay, your attorney appeared and spoke to the city attorney and your matter was reset. It's gonna be July 11th at 10, okay?
Yes.
Okay, you're free to go.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready, Mr. Jones?
I'm ready on Mr. Jones. Your Honor.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Dejon Jones, file number 22-00685, council appearance.
Good morning, City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Benker.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Jones, who is present. Please.
Okay, today's the date that's set for a pre-trial. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the defense will be requesting a 30-day adjournment in this matter. It's a road driving while unlicensed. The Secretary of State tried to get his license. No specific offer has been extended at this point. I anticipate an offer is going to be dependent on what Mr. Jones' efforts to secure his license will produce.
I'm just trying to read this guy.
July 11th at 10:30.
July 11th at 10:30. You have any questions today, Mr. Jones? And you're muted, by the way.
No, thanks.
Okay, we're all set. You're all set. We'll see you July 11th.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I have two people on here who have not started. I don't know who these people are who haven't started their audio. No one showed up for the show cause.
I have represented this philosophy. No, I don't. It's going to be a.
Who's on the LG Q7 Plus? Mariah Palacio?
Yes.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to do the Zoom over here, but
Who's on the
I think they're
LG?
cool.
Who's on the LG Q7 Plus?
Courtroom.
Okay, Ms. Palacio, if you can start your audio, your video, that is. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Mariah Palacio, file number 22-01091. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Venker.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keithley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mariah Palacio, who is present via Zoom.
Thank you. And today's the date that was set for a free trial. How are we proceeding on this?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the defense will be requesting a 30-day adjournment of this matter. Ms. Palacio is working on getting her license back. I believe she has a with the Secretary of State on June 22nd, if I'm not much mistaken.
July 11th at 10:30. Any additional matters for the record?
No, not from the city. Thank you.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Palacio, we'll see you on July 11th.
10:30, you said?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, what's your name?
Jasmine Brooks.
Is that you or Miss Donald? Okay. Jasmine Brooks, yes. You're represented by Miss Donnelly, I believe. So when she's available, I'll see if she needs to meet with you, okay?
Okay.
Miss- oh. Are you ready with Ms. Graham?
With Miss Graham, and I'm also ready with Miss Brooks.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Whitney Graham. File numbers 22L26911751 and 1752. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Venker.
The Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Whitney Graham, who is appearing by Zoom.
Thank you. Today was the date set for pre-trials. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, this was adjourned 60 days so that Ms. Graham could go to the Secretary of State and apply for her license. Ms. Graham attempted to do that last month, but her ride fell through and she also has struggles she didn't have the money to pay for it as well. What she's requesting is 2 weeks. She says that she has someone that can give her a ride and hopefully she'll have the money to do it.
This has now been adjourned 90 days. You adjourned to 30 days the first time. Gonna set it for final pretrial. Okay. June 27th at 8:15. Ms. Graham, I'm not going to adjourn this any further. You've been given 90 days to make good on some effort to get an offer from the city, okay? You're muted, if you can unmute.
Okay.
So we'll see you at 8:15 and that'll be via Zoom, okay? And
Okay,
that's gonna
thank
be
you.
on June 27th.
Okay.
You're free to go. Okay, I see a Julian.
Yeah, that's me.
What's your last name, sir?
Pohl, Pohl.
Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Jasmine Brooks, file number 20-02268. Council appearance.
Good morning. City of Lansing appears by Assistant City Attorney Greg Bunker.
And Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant Jasmine Brooks was appearing by Zoom.
Okay, today was the date that was reset for pretrial. When we were here last month, we were waiting for the Secretary of State to clear her license. How are we proceeding at this time?
Your Honor, Ms. Brooks was expecting something in the mail. I believe that we even said that at the last record. After speaking with Ms. Brooks, she has not received anything in the mail. She doesn't know if it got cleared or not.
Actually, Your Honor,
Yes.
Ms. Dodd, I actually spoke with someone on Friday at 55th District Court, and she told me that my motion for installments for this silver infraction in 55th that is keeping you guys from dismissing this case, she said that my motion was approved, and I'm waiting for the order to be signed by the judge. As soon as the order is signed by the judge, she said, which will be either today or tomorrow, should be, then that can be taken to Secretary of State and I can clear my license.
Okay, is that what's going on? She's getting a payment plan on in 55th?
That the Secretary of State is supposed to be, there's a 55th suspension that she needs to show the installment order for, and then she can get the clearance for it, yes.
Okay, and the offer is once that happens, what's happening with this case?
The offer was that it be dismissed.
Okay. I already said it 2 weeks. Hopefully that order will be taken care of and you can submit that electronically to prevent Ms. Brooks from having to come back. It'll be June 27th at 10 a.m. June 27th at 10 a.m. But again, Ms. Brooks, I'm hoping that Ms. Donnelly will get that information over to the city beforehand and they can dismiss and you won't have to appear on that date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any additional matters for the record?
Not for the city.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. You're all set, Ms. Brooks.
Thank you.
Someone is raising their hand, but they haven't started their audio, so I can't help them. Or their video. Oh, sounds good. Who's representing Mr. Cole?
I'm representing Mr. Paul.
You need to speak to him at all?
I believe I do. I'll log into Zoom.
900 Long Boulevard. And reasonably, this might be a conviction matter.
That's the same guy that's been appearing for.
Yeah, they won't start their audio though, so they can't hear us. Jacob. Right, almost there. Austin Carpenter, that's civil. They're not supposed to be here today, whoever they are. It's not gonna be meaningful because we can't talk to them anyways. Cool, and- Okay. Very good. Slater's in custody, it looks like. They could get that person on a quick.
he's en route. He'll be in here shortly. Hello.
Morning, is this Bradley Slater?
Yes.
Okay. Your attorney is currently meeting with another client. When he returns, we'll see if the two of you need to speak, okay?
Okay.
Good morning. Who's on the iPhone?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Your name?
Um, Eduardo Manduano.
Mr. Monduano, your attorney's currently meeting with somebody else, so when he comes back, we'll see if he needs to speak with you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Keithley?
Yes.
We have Bradley Slater here from the jail, as well as Eduardo Manduano. So did you need to speak with either of them before we proceeded?
I am going to need to speak to Mr. Slater. Did the court receive my email regarding Mr. Mangiano?
Was it today?
It was last week.
Oh, yes, just a moment, I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Oh, I put that in the file. Just want the judge to look at it.
It appears that the email is printed, and we're just waiting for Judge Simmons to read it.
Okay, very good. Well, I will need to speak with Mr. Slater.
All right. Just a moment.
As far as Mr. Pohl is concerned, I don't know if we're going to need, or if the court is going to want to address that on the record. It's going to be an adjournment request. I can fully explain the reasons why, but I doubt, based on my contact with Mr. Banker about it, that there will be an objection to that.
What's the reason for the adjournment?
We're looking to see what happens on a case he has in another jurisdiction.
What court?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What court is it?
Eaton County District.
All right, just a moment. Mr. Keithley,
How much time?
how much time were you looking for
Oh.
Manduano?
At least 3 weeks based on my prior discussions with Cristo Ray. I believe it's, they want, I think they want a minimum week on turnaround time. And as his appointment is at the end of this week, I thought having an extra week of buffer would be a worthwhile thing.
We can do July 11th at 10:30.
It's gonna be July 11th at 10:30.
Very good. Mr. Manduano, did you catch that date? You're muted, sir.
Mr. Manduano, you're all set, sir. You'll receive a notice to appear through the mail.
How long ago was that?
Mr. Banker,
Yes.
if you wouldn't mind, what was the reason for the adjournment on Mr. Cole?
He has another matter
Pending
set,
matter?
pending matter in
In
Eaton
Eaton
County.
County?
Eaton
Okay.
County, yeah.
When was it?
Do you know when that matter is set for?
I think Mr. Keithley knows better, but it's later this same month.
Okay, thank you. Just a moment. Mr. Cole,
Yes.
the case is gonna be reset for July 11th at 9 a.m. and that's gonna be via Zoom, so the same way you logged in today, okay?
All right. Can y'all give me like a heads up or something if I don't forget?
Well, I just told you what your next date was, and then you'll receive another notice to appear through the mail.
I don't. Okay. You said
You're all set, sir.
July 11th. At what time?
9 a.m.
Fun. All right. All right. Is it on Zoom?
Yes, the same way you logged in today.
All right. Thank you.
Nick, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I think Ms. O'Boyle is going to handle the last couple of cases, the 1030s remaining. So I'm going to hop off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Ms. O'Boyle, are you there?
I am, Your Honor.
Oh, I just saw Mr. Baker for a minute. I don't see him on my screen. Oh, okay.
He-
Sounds good.
He had another obligation at 10:30, Your Honor.
No, I'm just saying, once I heard your voice, but the screen was showing Mr. Venker. That's why I thought maybe I was missing something. Okay, we're on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus William Michael Newman, file number 21-00630 and 00633, council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda O'Boyle appearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant William Newman, who is standing to my right.
Thank you. This is a matter that was reset for a pretrial. I think we were awaiting some eligibility for him in the drug court still. But Ms. Donnelly, I'll allow you to give us an update.
Your Honor, the last time we were here, he was eligible for drug court. What we were looking for is the final offer from the city prosecutor on Mr. Newman's cases. So Ms. O'Boyle came back with the final offer being not contingent, or basically, let's see here. So I don't believe that the new offer.
I can handle it
It
if
might
you
be
want.
contingent on drug court. If he enters drug court, offer is to amend OWI first. So so he has a high BAC case. They would amend the high BAC to an OWI first, and on the operating with the use of a controlled substance, they would amend that to impaired driving if he were to enter drug court. Your Honor, at this time, I feel that negotiations weren't done exactly in good faith. My entire plan from this, when the previous offer was to amend one of the offenses down, plead the high BAC down to OWI first. And if he got screened, we got him screened for drug court. I thought that the intention would be to offer something that would reduce one of the 625s so that he wouldn't be eligible for automatic revocation. That was really the only goal we had in this, Your Honor. We were, Mr. Newman was acceptable with every other, basically anything other option that was on the table, drug court. I even offered like mental health court because he does have anxiety and depression, which I think might contribute to the controlled substance use. Or even a 2-year suspension on 12 points off for 2-year suspensions, keep the high BAC, put him on interlock. Basically anything we were open to, Mr. Newman was open to. We only wanted basically the carrot, Your Honor, to be preventing his license from being revoked, which would be usually it could be a lifelong issue. I don't believe that anything in his history, I don't think anything in his background would prevent him from getting something like that. But again, we're here because Ms. O'Boyle that was her final offer. If he does drug court, he would still have to plead guilty to 2 625 offenses, which would leave him his license automatically revoked. So for those reasons, Your Honor, we're here in person because we wanted to show the court that this is he's not trying to get away with anything. He's not trying to not be accountable for his mistakes. That's all we were really wanting. And without that offer, Your Honor, at this point, we're going to take the non-zero chance with a jury trial to see if there's any chance to save his license. So at this point, Your Honor, we're requesting a final pre-trial and jury trial.
Okay, let me just, I'm gonna give Ms. O'Boyle an opportunity to respond, but I think I might have missed the second half of the offer. And I have a plea sheet in here, but it doesn't appear to be complete. The plea sheet here says the offer of the people is if he enters drug court and then to OWI first and operating while visibly impaired. Is that what you just said? On the right.
My understanding is that what that means, you're right, Ms. O'Boyle probably needs to clarify that.
Ms. O'Boyle.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what needs clarification from, Your Honor.
The offer is the offer if he enters drug court to amend OWI first or to OWI first and to operating while visibly impaired by controlled substance. Is that correct?
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
You want to respond to Ms. Donnelly's statements?
Your Honor, I will only note that I do believe that negotiations were made in good faith. A part of why the city did not go further reductions is based upon the defendant's driving history, which at the age of 20 had already been in 8 automobile accidents. And in this particular offense in which he was under the influence of both drugs and alcohol, he had a 19-year-old passenger in the vehicle with him. The city could not, in good faith, do a further reduction to a non-625 offense, given the nature and the serious nature of the events that took place and the history of driving by this particular individual.
These other offenses or driving records you're referencing, were alcohol related or just driving offenses in general?
I was looking at driving offenses in general. I do not know, based upon the Secretary of State history, whether drugs or alcohol played a factor in those prior 8 crashes.
Okay. Well, I'm not really sure what would be the benefit then of him going through the drug court.
That was my understanding, yeah, because the first offer from the previous city attorney was that they would reduce the high BAC to an OWI first, and but the other offense was with the operating while impaired by a controlled substance. There was no offer on that. So yes, essentially, Your Honor, what Ms. O'Boyle did not offer any further benefit. And in reflection on his record, I just forgot to mention that Mr. Newman has not been in this situation before. He's never been charged with any of these types of offenses. And there has never been any, basically, we haven't tried any of the things with this young man who, with his age, I do believe that he is still able to grow and learn, given his age and background. And I don't see why that should be foreclosed.
Well, your objections or concerns are noted on the record. We'll set this for final pretrial. The final pretrial could be via Zoom and no witnesses are required to appear. So the final pretrial will be June 27th at 8:15. June 27th at 8:15 for the final pretrial. And the jury trial will be July 18th. July 18th at 8:15. It will be the date of the trial. All witnesses, including officers, need to be in the building by 8:15. Any additional matters for the record?
No,
Your Honor, I'm sorry, could you repeat the trial date once again? There was an emergency vehicle driving by, just as I believe you said the date.
Correct, July 18th at 8:15.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions by the city, Your Honor. Thank you.
Any additional matters for the city at all?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you via Zoom on June 27th and then in person on July 18th. Okay, Mr. Newman? Yes. Okay, no problem. If you have a seat, we'll get you a copy of these dates. Marquez Robinson. I'll make sure Marquez Robinson. It's like this 1, 2, 4th bench warrant. Okay. Sounds good. Let's move in. And then we're just waiting for Slater, and then the jurors are here, Ms. O'Boyle.
You will be up briefly. Thank you.
Okay, can I have all they have this up here? I'm going to go and Okay, we're on the record in the matters.
Oh, my fault.
No problem. For the people of the city of Lansing versus Bradley Scott Slater, file numbers 21-02616, 22-00325, and 326. Council appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amanda Boyle is hearing on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Keatley, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Bradley Slater, who is present via Zoom.
Thank you. Today was the date set for pre-trial for each of these files. And my understanding is there's a no contest plea.
That is correct, Your Honor. This morning, an offer was extended to Mr. Slater to plead no contest in file 22-00326 OM. In exchange, the other two files would be dismissed. At this time, Mr. Slater would like to accept that offer and plead no contest in that matter.
What is the purpose of the no contest plea?
As the court may be aware, Mr. Slater has a pending matter before the court that deals with some pretty similar factual allegations, and so the purpose would be to, for liability purposes, Your Honor.
You said for lack of what?
For liability
Oh,
purposes.
liability. Okay, Mr. Bradley Slater, is what your attorney said accurate, that you want to enter a no contest plea as to the furnishing false information and file number 22-00326?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Slater, you understand that you have the right to have a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You have the right to have a jury trial. At the time of your trial, you have the right to have the city bring sufficient evidence to prove each of the elements of the charge being brought against you. They have to prove each element beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, if you want to enter a no contest plea, you would have to give up your right to have a trial. That also means you give up your right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You're gonna give up your right to question or cross-examine any witness the city intends to call. You're gonna give up your right to call your own witnesses or present evidence that you believe would further a defense to this charge. And then you're also gonna give up your right to be presumed innocent until each element is proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you want to waive each of those rights today?
Yes.
Anybody making any promises to you to get you to waive those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights today?
Yes.
Okay, and you're entering a no contest plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry? Somebody's threatening you, sir?
Nobody's threatening me.
Okay. I think you answered yes to when I asked you, is anybody threatening you to get you to waive your rights?
I'm sorry, it lagged or something. I thought you said something else.
No problem. I didn't catch it either. But my court recorder caught it. Okay, and so I have here in file number 2, ended in 326, one count of furnishing false information. How do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Okay, I have a Lansing police report dated January 27, 2022. At approximately 4:28 in the morning, officers reported to the area in the intersection of South Cedar Street in East Kalamazoo. Looks like there was a second traffic stop also in the area of North Chestnut and West Madison, both in the city of Lansing, Kingdom County, state of Michigan. During the traffic stop, officers asked for identification of the driver, and that driver identified themselves as Michael Nicholas Slater, date of birth January 26, 1990. Officers ran that information into lien. And the subject later identified or advised that that was his brother. Timothy Slater, 12/21, I think, for being the date of birth. Obviously ran that information into lien and did not receive a record. However, they did locate the name of Bradley Slater with the same date of birth. Any additional factual basis? Okay, the court finds a reason for no contest plea due to potential liability as appropriate under these circumstances. I'll accept a no contest plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. How long has he been in custody?
Your Honor, he has been in custody for a little over a month at this point. I believe he was arraigned originally on May 3rd of this year in this matter, and he has been in custody since that time.
Okay, I'll give him credit time served. The other 2 files will be dismissed. Any additional matters for the record? Oh, you're all set, sir.
All right.
Are they interns?
They are, Your Honor, and we have put them
Okay,
actually over there.
sounds good. I was just gonna say when the jury comes.
Yep.
Sorry to be a little